Well, hello, my name is Michael Steelman, and I'm the CEO of the Leadership Coach Group. And today I have the pleasure of interviewing Angela Farmer. She's one of our coaches. Normally, Angela's the one interviewing our coaches. This time I get to turn the tables on her, and I'm doing the interviews, whereas before she was interviewing me. So, Angela, great to be with you today.
Great to see you and be with you today, Michael.
So, Angela, how would you describe your coaching style?
My coaching style, the first word that comes to mind is inquisitive. I am naturally a very curious person, but really the biggest thing about my coaching style is I'm going to be your cheerleader. Whenever I'm your coach, I am there to help you be able to bring out the best version of yourself. So anytime that we're being inquisitive, that I'm asking questions, that we're digging deeper, it is in a way that the client's going to feel comfortable. And that's feedback that I get from clients is I didn't know how comfortable I would be, but you completely put me at ease and you just made this feel so natural. So it's really just asking key questions and getting to the root of the issue so that we can figure out together what's the best approach to get the results that you want to get.
What might a client be feeling or the point they are in their life when they should be clicking that orange button saying book now with Angela? What might that look like?
If a client is feeling frustrated because they know they're not getting the results they want to get, or they aren't at the level they want to be at, or they've just taken on a new level that seems overwhelming and they're trying to figure out those steps, then I'm the coach to help them to get to the root of where they need to start and the steps to take to make it seem manageable and be able to have a successful plan in place that they can follow to become the person they really want to be.
And do they need to have a sense of what it is that's holding them back? Do they need to come with it all figured out?
Absolutely not. That is the biggest thing is a lot of times people know that something's not right, but they have no idea what's wrong. And helping to get to that root cause and figuring out what it is that needs to be addressed is a big part of the coaching process that I really enjoy helping with.
Inquisitive. All right. Thank you for that. So, Angela, what are some of your favorite coaching tools and techniques?
Mm. Some of my favorite tools and techniques are things like personality profiles, DISC assessment, Myers Briggs assessment, a 360 assessment. These are things that I've utilized in aspects through business for many years and they intrigue me. And whenever you can look deeper at why the answers are what they are and just understanding the meaning behind them, I love how that can come together. That's not always going to be applicable for every client I know, but whenever they can be useful, they are my favorites to use. Some of the value I've seen with that working before with hosting leadership groups and working with clients to improve customer service skills or management skills and simply being able to understand the language and the wording that they are using, whether it's quick and to the point or if it's providing a lot of factual details behind it, or taking time to just listen to more of the story behind it because each person has their own personality style. And often, whenever communication issues arise, it's not with what's being said, it's about how it's being heard and interpreted. And whenever you can have a wider understanding of those different personality styles and pick up on those key points whenever you're talking to a co-manager or a team member or a customer, then if you understand the way that they receive information the best, a lot of times you can deliver information to them in a way that they are going to be able to process it better and just have more effective communication.
Terrific. I can definitely see the benefits once you understand your style, that people are different. And how do you flex your style to meet people where they are? And so we talk about personality assessments. What's the value out of the 360 leadership assessment?
One corporate office that I worked for, I was in the executive office level as an administrative assistant. So once a year, they went over their direct reports, and we would be able to plan out the year in advance. If something happens in this department, who would be the next best leader? And if this person wants to be able to go to the next level, what areas are they needing to be able to improve in? That 360 review really just helps to look at all angles and get so many different opinions and aspects that the employee can utilize all of that to be able to map out their growth, to be able to take the company to the next level.
Great. So from a client perspective, they can identify some gaps and prepare themselves for promotion and be ready for that next job. And from an organizational perspective, it can be used for succession planning.
Absolutely. And I've seen so much value in that I wanted to get certified in doing those myself to be able to make that part of how I can help clients, whether it's from, as you said, the corporate aspect or the client individual aspect.
Thank you, Angela. And what are some opportunities for growth or client challenges that you enjoy working with the most?
One of my favorites is for team dynamics. So for a leader or a manager that is wanting to be able to strengthen the way that they are as a manager or their leadership and be able to have a stronger working team unit.
Thank you. So like helping them bring the best out in their team.
Yes.
So if you could describe your ideal coaching client, what comes to mind?
My ideal coaching client is first level executives or new and upcoming leaders. Whenever someone is getting promotions and they're becoming a manager for the first time, or they are rising to the VP level or very first entering the C-suite level, you're getting to a point to where you have less peers. You have less people to talk about your daily issues with. And there's more of a need to have more mentors in your life. There's more of a need to have that coaching support, somebody that's a cheerleader, to have your back, to see your strengths, to help see whenever you need to work on training for something to be a little bit more of a strength whenever you are getting to the next level with what you're doing with your career. And that's what I enjoy doing and who I enjoy helping the most. Some people, whenever they're wanting a coach, they want someone who is very direct and kind of more of a D type personality.
Yeah.
I'm not a D personality. I'm not the person who is just going to be harsh, or I'm going to tell you the truth, but it's going to be in the most gentle way possible that I can help you want to bring out the best version of yourself.
What motivated you to decide to start coaching and being a coach?
Well, working with you on matching clients to their coaches was really my true motivation for becoming a coach. I had enjoyed putting together leadership development programs for the Chamber of Commerce that I used to work for, and for a marketing company that I've done a lot of work with, to be able to do building upon teams to help do both individual training and group trainings. And a lot of times some of that kind of overlaps with coaching, and I really hadn't even realized that. I was building and developing training programs, and then when someone needed more attention and more help, I was doing one-on-one meetings with them. And I was just doing it as customized one-on-one training. And as I started working with your company doing the client matching, I realized this is what I really loved the most about helping individuals to be able to see their own strengths, to be able to overcome weaknesses or obstacles. And I love helping others to be able to be the best version of themselves. So it's something I really enjoy, and something that some aspects I've done for a long time in my career with leadership development programs and customer training service programs and such has kind of touched on. And that's my favorite element. So I decided to grow it and to put more into it, to go to the International Coaching Academy and develop my skills further and be able to have the tools in my bucket to be able to truly coach others.
And what are some highlights of your professional career? I know that you're a business owner as well, and I'm curious to hear kind of more about that and how that applies to how you might help clients. And I know you had this long history of doing leadership development programs with the Chamber of Commerce. So how does that inform your approach towards clients?
The favorite job I ever had was working at the Chamber of Commerce. And there I was always wearing many hats. I was doing marketing, I was doing client development, I was doing business relations, I was doing event planning, I was leading their programs for them, I was overseeing other employees within the group. And that was really just a key time for me to be able to grow and be able to take away so many skills that I've used in every job since. And since then, usually I'm wearing multiple hats, whether it is having my own business for 8 years and also being able to continue working with other professions to be able to keep some of the corporate environment, or being in a corporate environment working as an administrative assistant and doing freelance marketing work, building training programs at the same time. I enjoy wearing many hats, and it's helped me to be able to see things from a lot of different angles and aspects, and working closely with a lot of business owners and executives. I've been able to see a lot of different perspectives and situations, and that's what I bring to the table with my background is a very wide variety of experiences. Small business ownership definitely brings wearing many, many hats. And yes, it was overseeing employees, having those people who report to you that you want to build up. It was developing good relationships with other businesses to be able to co-support each other, doing all of my own branding and being able to partner with other companies as well. As far as the business ownership aspect, that is another client base that I definitely am passionate about being able to help with, because I have walked in those shoes and seen what obstacles can be presented and worked my way through them. And as far as someone who might be saying, I don't know that I want to continue my business, maybe there's a next chapter that's better for me. I've also been there to where I decided that it was time for me to close a business and be able to find a buyer, be able to split things apart in the best way, and be able to successfully exit a business, because that's a whole nother ball game.
Right. You may have clients that are just struggling with that right now, and you'd be able to help them through that process and to do it. I know you did it successfully, and you can help them break down how to get to that same success you did. And what is something that you are passionate about, or some interesting facts you might want to share?
I guess what I'm passionate about is really being outdoors. And whenever I'm not working, if I can take a break for just me, having a strong spiritual connection is very important to me. And being able to just enjoy being in nature is the way that I recharge my batteries. So I'm going to be on a paddleboard, or I'm going to be hiking, or I'm going to be skiing. I'm going to be doing something that I'm enjoying nature and that I am recharging and refueling myself.
Terrific. Maybe a good role model for clients that are looking to do something similar. Terrific. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our clients?
I look forward to helping them to be able to grow and get to the next level that they maybe haven't even dreamed of yet.
That sounds pretty energizing to me. Well, Angela, thanks so much for this time together and our conversation. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Michael. It's always a pleasure.